Yun is still working as Jimin's secretary. Being his secretary was no fun, sometimes because he is still strict in work, but his whole personality changed when we are at home. After the whole drama that night, after he confessed and I forgave him, he really became a sweetest person, and the one cold person I know is gone. Yun woke up from her sleep when bright light hit her face. She yawned and opened her eyes and faced the most handsome man, her husband, who looked angel while sleeping, but now he is angel when he woke up too. Yun was about to sit on the bed when two arms pulled her back and Beck hugged her. "Stay like this, please," he said in his morning husky voice, and Yun smiled brightly. "Then who is going to make breakfast, mister?" "Just 5 minutes." Yun just smiled but didn't say anything and let him sleep. When you thought your marriage is going to end, everything changed, and you are glad you gave him one last chance and he showed that he was worth it. 10 minutes passed but Jimin didn't move. Yun sighed and put her hands on his arm, which is securely wrapping around her waist. "Jimin, now move, let me go." 2 minutes. "Jimin, you are saying this from past 10 minutes, now move. Please." He snuggled his face more in her neck, but Yun was not having it. "Jimin, we are going to get late." Yun, why are you so stubborn?" "Well, I take this habit from you, now move your arm." Jimin let out a huff and looked at her with sleepy eyes. Yun chuckled and stand from her bed and did her morning routine. After reaching office, Yun gave him his schedule and coffee, and she started working. After some time, Jimin called her in his office and Yun knocked on the door and entered. "You called me, sir?" Yes, Miss Yun, here, take this file and complete it today." Yun walked towards him and took the file. Her jaw dropped. "Sir, this is 3 days work. How can you complete it one day?" "No arguments, Miss Yun." You looked at him angrily and left the office. Is he bipolar or what? At 9 p.m., Yun completed her file and she is tired as hell. She walked towards the office and gave him the file. "Here is the file, sir." Yun said, not looking at him, "As you are angry and that he made you work that much. Leave this here, I will check it tomorrow." Yun jaw dropped. What the hell? After reaching home, you were angry, so you did not make dinner. You just moved towards bathroom, taking a long shower. After 20 minutes, you came out finally, and Jimin entered in the room at the exactly same time. He smiled when he looked at you and moved towards bed. "Babe, come here, I made ramen for both of us." Yun raised her eyebrow as she looked at 2 bowls of ramen and then at Jimin. "Are you sure you have not a bipolar disorder?" "I'm sorry, I gave you a lot of work. This is not going to work. I'm tired because of you." "Please." Yun made a disgusting face as Jimin did a little ego. "Stop, you're not looking cute." "I know I'm cute. Now come here, this is getting cold. I made this with love." Yun didn't argue because she was hungry, so she sat beside him and started eating. After that, Jimin washed dishes, and when he entered in the room, Yun was already laying on the bed. He walked towards her and laid down. As he was about to wrap his arms around her, she smacked his arm. Jimin pouted. "I'm still angry." "I'm sorry." "No. We are going to Busan tomorrow," he said, changing the topic. "Why? For business meeting? For how many days?" 3 days, but if you say so, we will stay there as long as you want." "Business meetings are boring, but we have to go." "But why? There is not much work for me." "But I want to go with you." "But enough with the but. Now please sleep." Yun sighed and Jimin wrapped his arm around her. Yun was about to open her mouth when Jimin planted a kiss on her neck. She smiled lightly and didn't say anything because she was tired already. next day, you both left and reached Busan at 7 p.m. As they were tired, so they'd eat and sleep. Jimin booked expensive hotel room and it was beautiful. Yun told him not to spend so much money, but he shrugged it off. The next day, they both were busy for the meeting. At the second day, Jimin was getting ready and Yun was looking at him. Jimin, what will I do today if you are going alone? Yun, weren't you bored yesterday on the meeting? I was bored, but I have nothing to do here too. So what do you want me to do? Why did you even bring me here? Jimin set his tie and moved towards Yun. She was looking so cute while getting angry. Because I don't want to leave my wife alone. Cheesy, just for you. Okay then, let me explore Busan. It's been a long time when I came here. Alone? Yes, you are busy with your work and I have nothing to do. What if someone kidnap you? Do I look like a baby to you? Yes, you are a baby. My baby. Yun shook her head as he tried to flirt with her, which is not even flirting. Jimin, you are so mean. She whined and Jimin chuckled. I just want your safety. Yun said, still angrily pouting. How about we go together for dinner tonight after I came back? Yun's face lit up and she smiled. Thank you. Jimin smiled and kissed her forehead. Then they left for office. At 6 p.m. he came back and they both get ready. They both reached restaurant and ordered their food. You know, I'm born in Busan and I know every single place here. My childhood best memories. This place gives different kind of vibes. Whoa, I really didn't know that. I was 17 when our family shifted in Seoul, so we had to leave this place. Their conversation interrupted by the waiter. So you know everything about Busan? Yes, so tell me what tasty in Busan. Me, he said and winked at her. I can't eat you, so tell me about the food here. You can eat me if you want. I want mine. Yun's eyes widened and how wrong it looked when she asked that. She awkwardly glanced at the waiter who was serving them. Yun glanced at Jimin and he just met. Jimin paid the bill and they walk out of the restaurant. Okay, I will not do that again. Really? You have no shame? You know how the waiter was looking at us weirdly? So what? We are husband and wife, so it doesn't mean that you can say anything anywhere. Okay, I will be careful next time. He stopped in her tracks when he looked at Yun, who just froze in her place. Jimin looked at the direction and his eyes widened too. Then he knew who is she staring at. The couple was staring at them and the couple slowly took their steps toward. Yun was still frozen and when they reached near Yun and Jimin, they stopped. Emmy hugged Yun tightly as their eyes became watery. Unni, why did you leave us like that? Yun, I don't have a choice. But still you can just share it with me. I'm sorry Yun, that time I really didn't know what to do. Both of their husbands stand there awkwardly. They broke the hug and Yun looked at her sister. Yun, you don't want to meet your niece? Niece? Emmy nodded her head and smiled. She took her daughter from her husband's hands. Yun looked at her as she took the little one in her hands. She's so cute, Unni, just like you. What's her name? Eva. We named her Eva. Beautiful name for a beautiful princess. Emmy smiled as Yun played with her daughter. What are you doing here in Busan? Yun looked at her sister and then smiled. We are here for business meeting, Unni. Emmy glanced at Jimin and she knew his face very well. How can she forget whom she is going to get married? Well, we have a lot to talk about. She said, confused why she is with him, but didn't say anything about that since it would be awkward. Unni, we will meet tomorrow since it's getting late. Okay, same old number, I will call you tomorrow. They both hugged last time and left. Jimin didn't say anything about the whole thing. The next day after Jimin left, since today is the last day at Busan, so Yun called her sister at her hotel. After some time, Yun got ready and the doorbell rings. She got up and opened the door. Suddenly, Yun got by a hug. Yun, I miss you a lot. Me too, Uni. Come inside. They both moved towards the sofa and sat down. How's the little angel? Good. After some time, Yun told her about how she got married with Jimin. I'm sorry, all the things happened with you because of me. No, Uni, it's not your fault. I never blamed you. You did the right thing because of the little one, because of her future. Amy smiled and hugged her sister. Uni, why don't you come back home? How can I face them, Yun, after what I did? How can you face mom and dad? Uni, they were disappointed, but you are their daughter. And after they will meet Eva, I know they are going to forget everything. You think so? It's almost 1 year, Uni. I know they miss you too. I don't know, Yun. Why don't you come with us tomorrow? No, I have to ask Jay first. He works here, you know. Okay, Uni, but don't worry. Everything going to be fine. They talk about lots of things after that Emma left. Yun was sitting on the bed staring nowhere when Jimin stand there looking at Yun. He sighed as she is again zoning out. After she met her sister, Jimin moved towards her and sat on the bed in front of her. Did you meet your sister today? Yun looked at him and nodded her head. Is there something bothering you? Not much, but I'm worried about Uni. And why is that? What if mom and dad don't accept her? They will accept her, and why not? Isn't it their fault to force her in the first place? But they thought she is not in a serious... Stop defending them. If they would have listened to her, she wouldn't have took this step. Yun become silent. Yes, if their parents have thought about her daughter's happiness and then they've married you as her replacement just for reputation, you don't hate her? And why would I? She was your wife, going to be wife, but she took a step for her happiness, for her daughter, so why would I hate her? I was angry at that time, but not until I got to know about her reasons. And if she didn't run away, then how would I got to marry you? Jimin said as he lifted her chin up. You look at him and narrows her eyes. Jimin burst into laughter at her reaction. She really finds his flirting cheesy. She still can't believe 6 months ago they were at the verge of divorce, but Jimin made those worst memories replaced by the beautiful ones. Just skip the office time. Come on, sleep. Now we have to leave early. You nodded her head and they both lay down on bed. Jimin moved towards Yun and Beck hugged her. It's their habit to hold each other. What's so funny? It's tickle. Really? I can do something that doesn't tickle. Yun smacked his arm as her eyes widened at his statement. Are you born pervert? I didn't mean that way. Jimin laughed and she blushed from embarrassment. Doesn't we have to leave early? So? He said between the kiss. So what are you doing? What are you thinking? He pulled back at his neck and hid her face with her hands, and Jimin chuckled lightly, removing hands from her face and kissed her forehead. He laid beside her and hugged her again. I'm sorry. For what? She furrows her eyebrows. For everything I did back then. Talk about it, right? No, forget that. I want to, but no words, okay? Sleep, we have flight early. Yun said and she turned back and hugged him, putting her head on his chest, and he smiled as he kissed her hair. Next day, Jimin and Yun reached Seoul, and after they got busy in their life, Yun called her sister when she got time. Next day, Yun's parents invited her for dinner with Jimin and they gladly accepted. Right now, they are sitting with their parents after having dinner. How was your trip to Busan? It was good, Mom. Yun said but didn't tell them about Amy. The bell rang and Yun looked at their parents and she knew who is it. I will go and check. Yun ran from her place and moved towards the room. Mom, Dad, look who is here. Her parents paused at her daughter's voice and looked at her direction. Mom, Dad, they stand from her place and her mom's eyes become watery and her dad looked at her. Why are you here? I'm sorry, please forgive your daughter. Is there anything left? Dad, how can I marry him when I don't love him and love someone else? Then why are you here? Go live with him. Please, I'm sorry for what I did. You didn't left me any choice. Mr. Kim looked away from her crying daughter. Mom? Her mom looked at her with teary eyes. At least meet your granddaughter then. She said and looked down. Her parents looked at her when they heard granddaughter. Your daughter? Amy looked up at them with teary eyes and hopeful eyes. She looked at Yun and she nodded her head. Amy took Eva from his husband's arms and moved towards their parents. Mrs. Kim smiled when she looked at the little princess. Mr. Kim heart softened when he looked at her granddaughter. What's her name? Eva? Her Mrs. Kim kissed the little angel. Mom, Dad, please forgive her. Mr. Kim took Eva in her arms and smiled lightly. Then he moved towards her daughter. Amy looked down. Forgive your dad. He didn't listen to you that time. Amy looked at his father and wiped her tears. Dad, it's my fault that I forced you. A tear slipped from his eyes and Amy hugged her father. Her mom smiled. Yun looked at Jimin and they both smiled. Mr. Kim looked behind her daughter and moved towards the boy who was awkwardly standing there. Jay looked at her father's serious face. If you ever hurt my daughter, then you will face this consequence. Amy smiled and Yun released her breath she was holding. Her father hugged him and he smiled. They all group hugged happy for their family reunion.